Joke's on me, the mic wasn't on. What about that intro? Anyway, we're out here today shooting the dead air mask, all right? We're going to take a first quick little look at the dead air mask. I can't believe that. I can't believe that I've done that so much. We're going to take a look at the dead air mask. Let's do it. All right, so I was gonna make some fun jokes and stuff about masks, what their uses for, you know, what they're good for, what they're not good for, all that kind of stuff. But I couldn't think of any good, like, current relevant things to make a joke about. So we're just gonna stick with straight up just talking about the mask. Anyway, we are gonna shoot this. This is a. Let's back up a little bit. The mask is a .22 caliber. Rimfire suppressor made by Dead Air, right? And it's known for its durability. It's known that it's a little bit heavy, but it is very durable. It has, I think it's steel, right? Baffles, a titanium tube, and I think that's it. I don't remember if the end cap's titanium or steel, but it's overbuilt, basically. It's small, but it's very overbuilt, so it should be very durable. It supposedly, whichever one, works very well. And from what people say, it has a very low first round pop, right? First round pop. Yes, first round pop. Or no first round pop because of the design of the baffles. I have no idea. I've shot one once before on a relative of mine, and it functioned very well. It was surprisingly very quiet, especially when you shot it wet. The only things we have today to shoot are the Taurus TX22, and it'll be interesting to see how that guy works. And for today only, we have the KelTec P50, right? This is threaded 1/2x28, and the little 5.7, right, can be shot through the mask, apparently. And this would be a little bitty suppressor versus what we just shot on here not that long ago, a big stinking Nomad L. The Nomad L sounded fantastic because it's huge, right? This little guy is very short and small. So without further ado, let's just shoot this thing. We're not going to get into a bunch of specs on all this kind of stuff. It's more or less, let's just shoot it, see what it sounds like. And if you have questions about it, go look it up on Dead Air's website. Not really, that sounds kind of mean, but if you have specific questions, yes, look it up on Dead Air website because they actually have the specs. And why do I need to list the specs? Because nobody looks at that stuff anyway. Nobody cares. They all skip through and they watch the shooting portions. So, dry, not wet, and we're going to shoot as much steel as we can to drive as many people crazy as we can. No, we're not going to do that. We'll shoot some steel just to see if we're accurate or not. Let's just shoot this, all right? What is this stuff? Nobody cares. This is Federal Auto Match 40 grain. Shoot it. Ooh. Okay, now that is quiet. If you remember, I tried to shoot the Odessa 9. I shot the Odessa 9. That's a rock. That's what happens when it hits a rock. This is steel. Everybody loves steel. No, that's not steel. That's steel. This is steel. Yep. And this is just dirt. Wow, that is really quiet. Super quiet. Did you hear that one? Yeah. Sorry. That is actually surprisingly very quiet. Yes. Okay. So yes, I shot the Odessa 9 before I had this guy. I shot the Odessa 9 thinking I could make it about the same size. It's about the same width, right? This is a 1-inch can. That's a 1.09 or whatever, the Odessa 9. Very, very small, the other can. And it was loud. It wasn't loud. It was not that quiet. This is quiet. This is actually really quiet. And that's not being shot wet. That's interesting. Okay, let's throw it on the KelTec P50. And see if that really sounds anywhere near like this. And hopefully I don't blow anything up. All right, because of ammo and things, this stuff was like gold trying to find. Like box limits, it came in stock and it was all gone in like a day. It was crazy. But what we're going to do, trying to open this thing, here we go. We're only going to fire a few rounds just to get an ear for this. I'm not going to try to do any crazy long sessions of shooting and heat it up. And this is not a Stage Dynamics style of video, obviously. Really like his stuff. Really like his stuff. Really like it. But yeah, we're not him. We're not even try to do that. So let's just shoot what we got, like 7 rounds or something like that. I am going to put on my ears. Just because Yep, supposed to do that. All right, I am going to put on my ears just because I don't know. This is a very small suppressor. I don't want anything to happen that's not supposed to happen to my ears. You only get one set of ears, and after that, the electronic ones don't work as good. At least that's what I've been told. So let's put on some ears. If it sounds decent, then we will take the ears back off. But let's see. All right. Hopefully this guy will work. Here we go. Make sure that guy is on. And it is rated for this. That's what it says. Now that doesn't sound bad. All right, I'm going to break loose one. Break loose the right one. Oh. You know what? Yeah, it's super quiet. That is not bad for a little guy. No, it's not that hot. It's cold outside. That's actually nice and warm. That is not bad, surprisingly, for a little bitty suppressor. Oh my word. It just doesn't want to, no, it is in there. All right. Oh, it's on safe, that's why. That does a fantastic job as such a little bitty suppressor. Woo! That brass will smack you right in the face though. You know? Steel, oh, you can tell the difference between that 22 and that hitting that steel and this thing. Yep. I told you I wasn't going to shoot very much. That is actually very nice. Super shocking. Wow. Like, I have a sensitive right ear, or left ear. I can't tell my left and right. I'm homeschooled. I have a sensitive left ear, and that was not bad at all. Holy cow. I am actually shocked about that. Sounds extremely nice on the 22, but this has a lot of potential. Wow, okay, I'm actually very shocked about that. It'd be very cool if this would work on a 5.56. There we go. That's actually kind of cool. That's actually pretty cool. So one other thing we can do, because if you don't know about suppressors and whatnot, adding ablative material, you get a little bit of this wire pulling gel from Lowe's. Is generally what I use, and you just put a couple little snot wads in there. This will last a little bit longer than just water. This is, can't remember, I don't think it's petroleum based. I think it's water based. So this will burn up and burn out, right? It'll just evaporate. It'll all turn to nothing. But you can put like grease in there and stuff like that it'll last a little bit longer. But in general, it's just going to lower your decibels, but it makes your gun run really dirty. Honestly, it really does. So that's kind of fun. With a little bit of actual ablative material in here, this should be nice and quiet for that vehicular module to go by. We're just going to shoot across here into the dirt. We're surrounded pretty much by a berm. We're going to shoot right past the camera into the dirt. Something moved. Yeah, that is. There's nothing to that. That is literally extremely quiet. I hit a rock. That's what that was. Hit that little thingy. That little thingy. Yeah, and I remember whenever I was shooting this thing on the, what was it? On the Odessa 9, the accuracy was completely wonkers. So what we're gonna do, I'm just gonna shoot these guys. That's just fun, dude. That is seriously nothing to it. Locked open, all right? Anyway, guys, I hope you found that interesting. Honestly, the best part of this whole thing was shooting that 5.7. That was quiet. That was surprising. It wasn't like the most quiet thing in the world. It was more surprising the size of this suppressor doing as well as it did. No ringing in my ears, no craziness, no nothing. I think I would be able to say I could shoot that all day. And obviously, I mean, you just don't run on a belt fed all day and hear it. But I mean, you could enjoy shooting that all day, and I don't think I'd have any ringing in my ears. I really don't. That's surprisingly a nice little suppressor. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. Y'all be good to be safe. Appreciate you watching and subscribing and anything. If you got any questions or any of that stuff, ask it down below, and I'll try to get back with you Y'all take care, and I already said my thing, so I'm done. I'm out. See ya. All right, as we walk back to the truck, I'm just going to plug the little thingy that everybody plugs, because apparently people don't know I have a Patreon, because I don't advertise it. And I was like, well, why don't people know? Well, because I don't advertise, because I just feel weird about it. Anyway, over on Patreon, down in the description of the video, and pretty much in every single one of my videos, I have links to my Instagram, gun streamer account, and Patreon, right? I think Patreon is usually the first link underneath the description of like every single one of my videos. It's been there for forever. Not forever, but for like 2 years or whatever. It's there. Basically what goes on over there, I try to put out an extra video a week, more or less, kind of like the range reviews, but more current, like what's going on right now. Like what do we got going on this week? What did we do last week? What are we going to be doing? What stuff do we get in? Very much more up-to-date current stuff, right? Because you might see a video on YouTube and that video was shot like a month ago, right? I mean, that happens. I try to get stuff done ahead of time, so if I'm out of town, I still can post a video. But you'll know about that stuff. I don't post those videos on Patreon. I can if people really want that, but you'll know about those things that are coming up, all right? So if you feel so inclined to go give me money, then you can give me money over there at Patreon. $1 a month or $5 a month. It will get you the exact same thing. Just depends on how much you want to give me. It just sounds so weird. If you want to do that, it is extremely helpful, because shooting this stuff, one of these bullets, these 5.7 bullets, are stupid expensive and stupid hard to find. I had to scrounge and wait and everything for such a long time to find this stuff. It takes a lot of time and effort and money to do the stuff that I do. And if you appreciate what I do and you want to help, then go do that. I'm done. I hate doing this. So there you go. Y'all be good and be safe. And maybe we'll see you over there. Maybe we won't. And those that do, I appreciate it. See ya. If I got like, if the video gets, I hate when people do this, but I'm gonna throw a number out there. If this video gets 1 million views, I'll shoot this on a 5.56 and blow it up. If the video is monetized and it gets 1 million views, I will shoot this on a 5.56 full auto gun and blow it up. If it gets 1 million views. I know that's not gonna happen, so I can say what I want.